If I had been comfortable with the world in which I was living, I would have never written a word. Writing came as a result of having to explain to myself the enigma that the world was for me. My name is Cristina Rivera Garza, and I am a writer. I moved quite frequently when I was a child. We used to take long road trips, and I started to concoct stories. I was thinking about the worlds that I'd lost. I was thinking about the worlds that I was about to encounter. I believe that most of the questions that I have been working with in my writing emerged back then. We are a border family. I was born right on the US-Mexico border. I like to explore the tension, the friction between English and Spanish. And the borders between English and Spanish is an exercise that has very much enriched my writing process. But when I'm writing, I'm working very closely with the materiality of language. I am trying to work with the tools at hand, with sound, with rhythm, with pauses, with the graphics of writing as such, with the space of the page, in order to produce a specific sensation, specific feelings in some other people. So I'm not only telling a story, but I'm trying to affect the body of other people in connection to me. So the Iliad crest takes place in an area close to the ocean and is very much related to the rhythms of the waves that come ashore. The Iliad crest is following the unfolding of an enigma. The doctor, one of the main characters, harbors a secret that has to do with his gender identity. I wanted to explore the little uses of gender, what it meant to dwell in a non-normative body in our times. Autobiografia del algodón, Autobiography of Cotton. This is a book in which I'm trying to trace the story of both my grandparents as they crossed the US-Mexico border and established themselves around the cotton fields. Being in the field, conducting interviews, collecting artifacts, soil samples, looking at the faces, hands of actual people, investigating in archives, all that are elements of my research process. I wanted to involve both the human components of the story, but the non-human as well. Even if we write about ourselves, at least that's how I see it, we're always working with materials that don't belong to us. And so I had to use both non-fiction and fiction to write this book. I had to juxtapose them throughout the book. In this book, I wanted to create that link between what has happened in the past, what is taking place in the present. And as it is with writing, I aspire to create a space to pose questions about justice, to pose questions about the world that we want to build together, an alternative to the one in which we live.